Back to round 2 at Okuibuki Street Course here at for the 2020 Formula Drift Series here at the Shiga Prefecture. Just finished the top 16 opening ceremonies, and all I can hear right now is some tires squealing and some engines roaring.
And some pen clicking, right?
And a little bit of pen clicking from you-know-who. But definitely about to kick this off, and we have a really good duo coming up.
This is going to be like almost like a finals or semifinals battle right here. The first battle we have for the top 16.
Yes.
We have last year's runner-up for the 2019 Formula Drift Japan Championship, car number 8 Yamashita and his Weld JZX 100 going against Katsuhiro Ueno. He's a legendary driver. He's been drifting for a long time. He's in his S15 with the VR38 in it, winning Sugo round last event. So this is going to be really, really interesting because they're both crazy.
Qualifying 1 and 16. I think Ueno could have qualified a lot higher. Oh, here they go, kicking it off, starting off. Yamashita leading, initiating with Ueno right on his backside, coming into outer zone 1, getting to instant clip 2. Oh, right on him. Ueno's right there, right in that wall, right up in his front door. Oh, shutting up a little. Oh! But Ueno right there on him, anticipating that correction right there. But that correction is going to be very vital to his final score.
Man, I would say that was...
Not score, but judge, yeah.
Yeah, that was a very exciting run by both drivers. Yamashita was super close on his outside zones. He kept it within where he had to go. Like, look at right here. He fills the outside zone 1 really, really good.
Ueno falling right behind perfect.
Really close. Well, actually hits the cone, but right here, too. He goes into the wall, but he's on the line. But coming out of there, it looked like he threw a little bit too much angle, leaving outside zone 2 where he had to come to that stall, messing Ueno up and messing up the pace behind it. But it looks like Ueno kept up really close, too. And I got to say, the chase car did an amazing job behind behind Yamashita. But like I said earlier, the lead car has to be doing good for the chase car to be able to do a good chase.
That's the biggest thing. Ueno corrected right whenever he needed to. It could have ended up bad coming out of outer zone 2, but luckily Ueno was on it and right on his door the whole time. Even that little slight correction, he even anticipated it.
Yeah, he actually moved around it. It didn't look like there was any huge contact.
Good tandem battle right there.
Oh, yeah.
Now here we go right here. Ueno on the lead with Yamashita chasing, and Ueno just burning smoke coming all the way up. Kicking it in, outer zone 1, sweeping through the whole outer zone, just blowing, smoking them out right now. Outer zone 2 right in that whole outer zone. Ooh, a little bit too far outside, but coming to outer zone 3, sweeping around to inner clip 1 or inner clip 2. Oh, I'm glad I'm not a judge. You can obviously, you'll see here on the replay with outer zone 2, but let's see what Robbie has to say.
All right, it looks like Ueno's lead run, very similar to Yamashita's. He runs the outside line, and Yamashita's right there behind him. Glides around that inner clip, runs the outside line here too, but he looks like he's dipping 1.5 tires off, but has a good pace through the whole track. Gets really close to the inner clip 2. Yamashita falls a little behind after outside zone 3.
I don't know. Outside zone 2 seemed a lot cleaner with Yamashita leading over Ueno. Ueno kind of seemed like he tapped in a little and then went too far out on the outer part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Right
there. You can't forget about the almost spinning out Yamashita and slowing down the pace and correcting a big, huge amount of angle.
Definitely right, but man,
that's going to hurt him.
You even called it, though. This was going to be a good run right here.
I mean, it was only obvious it's going to be good. I know. So all these battles.
Very, very experienced drivers right here. Starting is off right. Let's see. Got another view of the drone footage that we got going. Ooh. Was a little safe there.
Fills the outside zone 3. Tight on the in clip.
I don't know. Ueno had some good proximity though.
Yeah, he did.
He was like right on his door.
Okay, so I think this is the drone footage from the other way around where Yamashita is leading and Oh no, this
No,
is
it's the same
Ueo.
one.
This
It's
is the
Ueo
same one
leading
again.
still. And
Okay.
he got cut off.
Yeah, so this is a dark screen right now. I think they're trying to get to the other battle so we can see what happened from the up top, but from what I can remember, Yamashita,
There it is right there. This
Ueo
is the
being
other one.
close, Yamashita right here, throws a
then-
little bit.
But Ueo right there just... Oh, they're going backwards.
That is high level stuff. That is, I can't do it. Right here, it
Look at
looks
that.
like Yamashita has a better chase over here, but right here, Yamashita stalls it and corrects his, and doesn't reach the outside zone 3, but Ueo is still right behind him.
The whole
chasing.
way.
Yeah, so there are mistakes, each driver that they made small mistakes here and there, and we're going to have to evaluate.
I think we're going to have to see that again.
We
Yeah.
could see this many times. I mean,
Oh, not the replay. I want the live.
oh yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one more time for everybody. I think everybody's gonna start getting mad because of
know.
the amount of tires they gotta use, and
That's true.
you know, I bet you the drivers are burning hot in the cars because we're under a shade right now and there's a nice breeze coming through, but the sun is coming down pretty hard. So there is the JZX 100 Mark II driven by #1 qualifier Yamashita versus Ueo. Imamura goes to Ueo.
Ryan goes to
Longton goes
Ueo,
to
and Robbie goes to Ueo. Ueo taking
So
that victory.
Ueo is moving on, and I would have to guess that that one big mistake Yamashita did,
Yes.
throwing too much angle at the end of outside zone 2, is going to
And then
is the one that is hurting him. probably the
continuously
most.
being
Yep.
aggressive and bringing that fire. Very nice. I must say though, that VR38 sounds scary.
Yes.
All right, next on screen you guys can see that we have number 8 qualifier, number 38, Tadahiro Fukada in the JZX. And then you have this clean BMW powered by 1GR Kazumi Takahashi. Coming in, Takahashi chasing.
Gotta make
Fukada coming in inside clip, trying to ride that full line on the outside. Oh, came in shallow on that outer zone 2, causing him to come a little shallow on outer zone 3, but Takahashi right on his tail the whole way.
Yeah, so Fukada had a shallow line at outside zone 2 and outside zone 3. And not as smooth, I guess, coming off of outside zone 1, but it looks like he did fill the zone fairly okay.
Just the fair edge of it.
Yeah, then there's a pretty good proximity by Takahashi. It looks like he started to dive in right here in a smaller line, but he did keep good proximity. Looks like he tried to stay on Fukada's line as much as possible. He did hit the last cone, leaving or going across the bridge. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what Takahashi could do for the lead as Fukada is going to follow with the chase. Takahashi usually has a really good line, so let's see what he's going to lay out for Fukada. Here he comes, Takahashi coming off the gates, quick, huge gap, right in that whole outer line, but kind of too wide coming out into the inner zone, but came back and brought it back. Outer zone 2, right in that mid-edge of it, coming to outer zone 3. Fukada still trailing. And then finishing off with a nice, clean finish. Seemed like Fukada was just, you know, right off the jump was just falling behind.
Yeah, he was a tad bit behind. There was more of an obvious proximity between the two drivers. Fukada was falling behind. Takahashi, he fills the first out zone. He looks like he goes a little wider. That would have gave Fukada a chance to get a little closer, but he couldn't get any closer. Takahashi's outer zone 2 was pretty good. He fills the outer zone 3.
Finishes
as
strong.
well. Yeah, he finishes strong, and the proximity that was built between the two drivers is it's there, so it's kind of obvious.
It is, it is. From the jump all the way through, like you said, he gave him a chance to kind of get back after the outer zone 2 taking it, or outer zone 1 taking it real wide, but didn't take advantage of that.
Yeah, and I think Fukada had to run a real shallow line on outer zone 1 because the proximity difference. He wanted to gauge more. He wanted to get closer, and he had to run a shallower line to keep up.
All right, let's see what Yoichi with Takahashi, Ryan with Takahashi, and Robbie with Takahashi. So Takahashi with the victory.
Congratulations, Fukada. Just missed it by a hair, but made it to top 16, and now his weekend is over.
But very good runs the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, all these drivers for sure.
But that Takahashi though, he was pushing the whole time. So right now you can see Andrew Gray ready to go at the start line. So we got Andrew Gray, number 100 here in the Lexus RC. He's been doing pretty good all week or all weekend. So see what he has to do as the lead against Tamagawa, Yoshichika Tamagawa in the JZA 80 Supra, both 2J powered. Let's see. All right, they're both at the line, ready to go. Let's see what kind of line we'll get out of Andrew today. All right. All righty, here we go. You got Gray as the lead, Tamagawa for the chase. Gray coming up real quick. Nice subtle entry in that outer zone, coming to inner clip 1. But he's flicking around outer zone 2, riding that whole outside wall by Tamagawa. Tamagawa is right behind him. Nice finish right there by Andrew Gray. Really looked like though Tamagawa kind of struggled in that outer zone 2. Coming out of the inner clip 1, it just seemed like when he flicked it around, it wasn't what he wanted. Here's the replay right here. So you got Andrew Gray right there hitting that outer zone 1, coming that inner clip 1 to the outer zone 2, full wide. But Tamagawa couldn't get that same line.
Yeah, so Gray's lead run, he looked like his line was a little bit smaller. On the outside zone 2, he did a good job filling that zone. He went deep enough for the outside zone 1, but it looked like he could have went a little bit more. But at the same time, he kind of missed outside zone 3 too.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Tamagawa, he had to take a smaller line from outer zone 2 going to 3. And the proximity wasn't a killer thing, you know, it wasn't there like right next to his door. He was fairly close, but it wasn't that close. So.
And he was real shallow in his pocket too. He wasn't playing that same line.
Yeah, so
all right, here we go as Tamagawa is the lead. Gray following, right on his tail, riding up on him. Little brake action coming in there, riding all the way against him, keeping that nice proximity. Gray right on his tail. Tamagawa trying to give him a nice line. Gray's just right there, showing him who has horsepower right now. Right on his back end. Finishing real strong with the both of them.
Wow.
With Gray right on his door. Right on his rear fender pretty much.
So now we're going to have to go back to what we were talking about, the lead to lead, chase to chase. It seems like Gray had slightly more proximity throughout the whole track, and it seems like Tamagawa wasn't filling his zones as much as he should have. This part probably about the same as Gray, but after this where he goes into the outside zone 2, he does kind of miss it a little bit. There you go.
Gray had all of it, yeah.
But Gray is there.
But he matches his angle and everything coming through that zone.
He's in a very, very good spot, and this is probably something very, very hard to do. Now we're going to have to see what the other judges have to say as well.
Definitely true, but yeah, that was a nice run right there by Andrew Gray.
And you know what, Tamagawa did a great job as well. He almost did exactly the same.
Says that outer zone,
very close, yeah, except the outer zone too. So
let's see what Yoichi's got. Yoichi's got Andrew Gray. We got Ryan, Andrew Gray, and Robbie with Andrew Gray. Andrew Gray taking the sweep. Good job, Tamagawa. But Andrew Gray moving on. All right, next we got coming up is going to be Matsukawa, Kazuya Matsukawa in the AE85 1GR, along Team Droopy, along with Shinji Minoa in the JZX Mark II 2J.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting battle too, because it's a smaller car versus a bigger car, but then the bigger car is lightweight.
Yes.
And the smaller car, A85, he's like a bullet. He's been flying into outer zone 2. It's
super aggressive, yes. You got Matsukawa in the lead, pulling up, but Minoa right there. Oh,
okay.
We got a flag.
The restart.
I was going to say, initiation should have happened about, 10 yards right before that. Two very aggressive drivers. So Matsukawa, he actually qualified 5th, and you have Shinji Minoa, he qualified 12th. So was that a cone infraction?
I haven't got any information on it, but it was a restart for sure. Yep, so slowly going back to the start line. Now they have to start it all over again. Matsukawa gets 1 strike. And if you get 3 strikes here, that is an incomplete for your run. That is something you don't want.
Not at this level. They can't afford that.
No.
I mean, they got this far. Why just give it away?
Yeah. I've spoken to the driver who did get 3 strikes before, and he just had nothing to say.
You're just very excited.
Yeah.
All right, Matsukawa over here leading. Minoa up the hill. Full initiation coming into outer zone 1, taking it all in. Coming to inner zone, inner clip 1. Minoa right there, coming back into his pocket right there in outer zone 2. Minoa right there at his door. Swinging around outer zone 3. Minoa a little shallow, but nice finish right there. I feel like after he came out of outer zone 3, he just was like, you know what? I got to be a little bit more aggressive. And just pedaled it through.
Yeah, so there's small line difference and angle difference that I see. Right here, Matsukawa kind of leaves outside zone 1 early, but not too bad. It looks like there's a small gap here. Then I think
just
Minoa had to kind of keep up with him with the slightly shallow angle. And when he was going into outside zone 1 too, he had to run a slightly shallower line too. So,
but the tables are turning now. We got Minoa leading while Matsukawa's going to go ahead and chase.
Man, think about it. A86s or 8085s. I mean,
keeping up with this, but then again,
I mean, it's like a super
exactly super built one,
yeah,
yes,
on steroids,
But I like seeing this here, though. Like you said, it's good to see,
different places, right?
All right, here goes Minoa leading with Matsukawa in the chase. Minoa trying to fill that whole outer zone of outer zone 1. Oh, whoa! Coming into inner clip 1. Minoa leading all the way, coming through outer zone 2, outer zone 3. Oh, a little bit of correction by Matsukawa there, coming out of outer zone 2. So the chase there was just a little. I feel like he could have done a lot better there.
Yeah, it looks like he was losing proximity throughout the run, but it's amazing to see that this car is on him, on the lead car on the straightaway. But right here, he initiates a little in, then right there, Minoa bobbles and loses angle. And I don't know if that affected the chase car, but that could have affected the chase car's pace throughout the whole time.
The little
right here, he got
right
a little,
there.
yeah, he got left a little right around.
Oh, I was just This is what I want to see, the drone footage.
Yeah, the drone footage right now. We're going to go ahead and double check everything. But there was definitely something going on when Minot was leaving the outside zone 1 right here. He throws angle, then he kind of goes out and then almost double. And he actually leaves outside zone 2 a lot earlier.
But rides outside zone 3 pretty well.
Oosh. And now we got to go back and think about the lead run and the chase run they had earlier.
That's true. Factor both of them out. Find the strengths and weaknesses in both. Here's another replay right here of them with Manoa leading. You can see right at the beginning whenever he gets out of outer zone 1, the little correction he made. Then outer zone 2, coming out of it real early.
Yeah, so right now I think we might have to put the faults and stuff on heavily to the lead car, because you know, depending on what the lead car wants to do, that could affect the chase car a lot.
That's
and at
true.
this point where Minoa made the mistake on the outside zone 1, could be a big factor right here for the car to fall back behind and having to play catch up.
All right, let's see what Yoichi. One more time, Ryan with Matsukawa right there.
So I really understand. I pushed one more time on this tablet myself too. Then I went to Matsukawa after that. But I do understand why he wanted to do the one more time. But at the same time, I do understand why Lantain went with Matsukawa as well, because he was probably putting it heavily on the chase run because Minoa did make the mistake at the outside zone 1. But before we go into the other half of the top 16 battles, we'll go on and go for a small short break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of Top 16 for round 2 of the 2020 Formula Drift Japan Series here at Okuibuki Motor Street Course here in Shiga Prefecture. I'm Kenny Harris and
Robbie Nishida.
Yeah.
We're back, guys, and we are going to do the other half of our Top 16 ladder. We're only halfway through, you know that, so that means we have a possibility of watching many, many more crazy battles.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too.
It may not sound like it, but you know, once they start going, you know, you'll hear the excitement in my voice.
Well, it depends on what everybody wants to hear, you know. Do they want to hear the excited Kenny, or do they want to hear the subtle, quiet, calm?
Monotone.
So let us know what you want to hear.
No, just...
so we could either pump him up or pump him down, right? All right, so these two cars, Harino is in a 2JZ S15. He is a veteran in FD Japan Series, and Mizutani, you don't see him coming up the ladder so much, but it looks like he's on fire this weekend.
SR versus 2J.
Yeah, interesting battle.
Yes.
Both S15s, different body kit styles.
We got Horiano in the lead as Mizutani in the chase right now. Here comes Horiano coming in. Mizutani just, well, let's see Horiano just finish it off. Nice run, coming all the way to outer zone 2, outer zone 3. Real nice run coming out into the inner clip 2. I mean, that was a good lead run just for the fact that, you know, he did qualify second. So he's been doing pretty good on this course. But, man, Mizutani was like, I want to come and dance.
Yeah, so Harino did what he did good. He did a good lead. Looks like he missed, actually, the outside zone looking at this view right now. I guess it's not a really good lead, but, I mean, Mizutani just kind of threw it all away by coming in hot. But you have to give him credit because he did want to do something spectacular behind the car.
Yeah.
And in order to leave a mark to show you that you have dominance, you have to do something exciting. So I got to give it up to him for just trying that out.
But like you were saying, I think he initiated whenever Horino did.
Horino.
Instead of like waiting till where Horino initiated to get that same line.
Yeah, a lot of guys want to. And when you start driving, I think the mentality that you're in the car, you want to hurry up and go. You want to hurry up and go, you know. So it's really, really hard to wait to go to your mark where you usually initiate at.
And back like we were saying too, with this entry is not easy either.
Yeah, and especially a car in front of you, and when he starts drifting, you want to, you know, party. You want to get behind him and start drifting too. So when the car in front starts drifting, there's a habit some of the drivers want to start drifting right at the same time. You know?
Yes. All right, so we got Mizutani as the lead this time as Horino in the chase. All right, Mizutani coming in with a nice entry right there. That's what he wanted initially. I know he did. Coming in the inner clip one with Horino coming right behind him, riding real shallow in outer zone two, falling a little, causing him to come a little out. Proximity right at the end was pretty nice, but yes, outer zone two once again was the one that beat up that run a little bit. Came shallow, then he went pretty far out right at the end of it, causing him to come off the track a little.
Yeah, so it looks like a mirror image of what Horino did. A very subtle run by Mizutani. He did try to fill the zone. The first zone he did miss. The second zone he kind of got it, but he also dipped the tire out after the zone, in between zone 2 and zone 3, and after that everything looks the way you see it on the screen. But this is going to be very, very hard to turn over because Mizutani did make that big mistake at entry when he was trying to do the big enter.
Especially with the lead run, like you said, it's kind of like Oriano's lead run.
Horino. You can just start calling. Maybe he should just change it.
There you go, a sweep right there. Hori with the S15 2J right there.
Horino gets the win. Mizutani is knocked out. But great job.
Yes.
Great job to all these drivers that are out here, you know.
Getting top 16 is nothing easy to make happen.
Man, just making it out here, coming to the event is already hard enough. I know it. I did it, so I can say that. It's really hard. Hard work.
I can't say that, but yes, it's hard work.
No, you could say it probably is.
It looks like it,
It looks
from a
like
distance.
it,
I can
yeah.
look from the outside looking in, so yeah, it looks like it. So next we have Murayama. So Tomohiro Murayama in the S14 SR powered, so number 14 for that. And then we have number 13, Yasuhiro Takaki. Takaki in the 180SX SR powered.
All right, so Murayama against Takaki.
They were pretty close for qualifying. You know, you got Murayama at 7 and then Takaki at 10. So they were, we'll see what they got to offer.
Yeah, so this is going to be a good battle. So Murayama in the S14, he's been in S14 for a long time. And he is he's a veteran, obviously. So
yes.
He is very, very steady. It doesn't seem like he makes a lot of mistakes on his car. It doesn't seem like he does exciting runs, but he does things that are, you know, on spot. You know,
exactly,
he does what needs to be done. And Takaki is probably an upcoming youngin that is waiting to get into that spot, trying to beat these old dogs, the old school guys. So
like getting the seat time in, make it into 16. So
this might be kind of exciting to watch. Uh-oh. All right, so something is happening to Murayama's car. They are going to check his car for something. Oh, it says possible leak, fluid leak. So for the
That's
rear of the
never
car,
good.
I'm guessing.
It's probably not the AC, right?
Probably not the AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think sometimes I know it happens to some of us out here where you try to fill up the car.
Yeah.
And sometimes you fill it up a little bit too much, and then you do a burnout at the burnout box, and a little bit of it comes out of the overflow.
Slosh it, get that residual coming out of it.
Yeah, so that might be part of it too. So let's go ahead and see. This could be a safety hazard. Make sure that there's no fuel leaks.
Let's hope he can make it through. So far, it's looking hopefully good.
Yeah, so look at this. This is good wallpaper pic photo right here. Boom.
There you go.
Yeah, this is cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
It should be the other way, though. It should be focused on the Formula Drift Japan and then blurred out with
No, it's
the car.
perfect. We're focused on the driver. The
That's
driver.
right now, it's perfect. But for wallpaper,
I don't want to see. I know what Formula Drift Japan is.
well, I'm having problem enunciating things, so it might be good to,
No, you need a list of. You know what? I'll make you a mixtape.
No, just make me a breakdown where it's in what is it? How to pronounce it? Break it down for me. There you go.
But it's in English. It's an alphabet. Why can't you?
Because it's got a little bit of a flair coming out of it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because you try to read it as a word. The Japanese, they call it the romaji.
Romaji, yeah.
It's like the jin horino. It's not.
It's horino.
Yeah, exactly. It's.
Not horino.
It's a. What is it? Vowel and something combined, and that's one thing you pronounce. And oh my God, I'm not a good explainer. I don't explain this really well, so
English. We'll just forget about that.
Sorry for wasting your time, guys. The car's back on the line. It looks like he's ready to go. I think.
Oh, he's just getting them set up, making sure that his rear's secured, taping it up. Last thing we need to do is see a wing flying through the air.
Yeah.
Might hit one of the drones.
Oh no, they taped it up to hide the leak.
That's true. Tape fixes everything,
Yeah,
right?
tape
Zip
ties,
and
tape. Yep.
There you go. Drifter's best friends right there.
Oh
Who
my
needs a
God.
wrench?
Yeah. Just imagine how many zip ties have you.
You don't want to
put
know.
in and taken out of the car in your whole life.
All right, here we go. Murayama in the lead. Takaki in the chase. Murayama initiating, coming in. Takaki closing the gap, but Murayama taking it real wide there for him, making him just. A lot of chaos right there coming into outer zone 2. Definitely going to have to check out this replay. There was a lot going on. You had Murayama come real wide in outer zone 1, causing Takaki coming in the inside of him, and then after that it just...
Well, no, actually, Takaki dove in to, he tried to get in. Yeah, he just kind of went in early.
Right there,
so his
yeah.
line was really small in the first place.
Then
Approaching
right
in clip 1, he messed it up and he straightened. Then Murayama's car, something happened to that too, and they both straightened, so it looks like it's a 0-0 to me.
Yeah. Murayama just kicked it way too hard in outer zone 2 and just couldn't. You saw him go full lock. He just couldn't get it back.
Yes. Are they sure they don't have to call competition timeout? Both the cars are okay?
I mean,
it must have been driver error. I don't know. Something might have happened to the car, or maybe they even have a problem that we don't know.
can't see everything up
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So.
All right, here we go with Takaki as the lead and Murayama in the follow or the chase. Here he comes. Takaki just took a huge lead up front. Nice outer zone 1, real wide though coming out of it in inner clip 2 or inner clip 1 to outer zone 2, trying to get the full sweep but very shallow in there. And once again, Murayama just couldn't get out of that. That's a rough one. That's a rough one.
There you go. There is a replay of it. It looks like Takaki does give it a lot of angle. Then he loses the angle right there. And he throws a lot of angle here after.
Murayama, I don't know what.
Well, then
happened.
Murayama, something happened to his car too.
But see, at that initial start right there at the, what is it, outer zone 1, it looks like Murayama did a little correcting too of his own. But then again, Takaki took it real wide there. Man, that outer zone 2 just was beating Murayama up. He just couldn't just land it. So let's see. Not sure what happened with the S14, with Murayama's S14. Could have been a number of things. Here you go. Here's a drone footage of it. Get a little bit better. Full initiated, but took it real wide. Coming in. Barely in outer zone 2, coming around, but then right there.
And right here again. Oh, wait.
Checking it out right now. Let's see. See if we can get another replay going. I know you guys can see us, see me waving. Like Robbie is saying, it may seem like we have the best view in the house. Well, we do have the best view in the house, but we can't see everything. So try to catch it all, but luckily we have some drone footage, so that gives us a little better look on things. Most definitely. Don't need the glasses anymore. We're out here, overcast skies now. Oh, here goes the replay right here. Real shallow right there. He just flung it into our zone. I think that replay should have gave them their final decision on that. Let's see. All right. Yoichi with Takaki, Ryan with Takaki, and Robbie with Takaki. There you go, Takaki with the 180SX SR power for the win.
As sloppy as that run was, that battle was, both of the cars pretty much zeroed out on their own. On the first battle, on the second battle, Murayama cut off, which zeroed out and completed. Takaki's lead run was not pretty at all. He almost straightened out at in clip 1, and he almost straightened up around outside zone 3, but he didn't, and he did keep drifting, so we would have to, if it was a qualified run, we would have had to give him a score. So that means Murayama zeroing out and getting incomplete on both runs automatically gets you a winner. Yeah.
It's laid out there pretty easy for you at that point. All right, next we have Shuichi Mano in the S13 1VIA 2J powered, and we have Misayoshi. Hayato Misayoshi coming in. Miyoshi. Mano coming in. Sweeping out to outer zone 2. Having a good line in outer zone 2, but he slowed up right there. Oh, but Miyoshi right there on his door. Oh, that's going to affect him right there trying to finish up.
Well, I think Miyoshi almost zeroed out right here, leaving outside zone 2 already by straightening out. They were both the sloppy lead run, and that was a very sloppy chase run by Miyoshi. The Mono right here, he totally misses. He had a double E-brake there, throwing off the pace for the Miyoshi. But right here, Mono looks like he is going at a good pace, very, very sluggish. But it looks like Miyoshi got too into his inside, and right here too. I think Miyoshi might have caught up a little bit too much where he got the half spin right there at the in clip 2. Yeah. That might affect him a lot.
Looked like Mono cut him off a little bit on outer zone 2, causing him to, you know, slow up and lose his drift right there.
Yeah, but at the same time, the lead car has the lead right away all the time. And the chase car's duty is to try to mimic the lead car as much as possible too. So we have to keep that in mind going into the second battle.
All right, here we go. Yoshi right here in the lead as Mono on the follow.
Mono on the follow.
You have Yoshi with initiation coming into outer zone 1, full zone of outer zone 1 into coming inner clip 1. Mono, they're just trailing far behind. He better close the gap. There he is, closing the gap. Yoshi taking it all the way around, straight, corrected a little right there, which should have gave Mono the chance to get a little bit closer for proximity, but replay right here. Yoshi coming in, taking that full outer zone 1. Inner clip 1 to outer zone 2, not quite where he wanted to be. And then right here is where he kind of had a little correction. So that's probably going to ding a little bit, but at the same time, Mono was just a little bit out, played his distance for sure. Here at top 16, you want to be closer and closer. This is where the competition gets real competitive, and it comes down to the simplest things. How did it look to you?
I would say that was it was a few sloppy runs there. It didn't look like Mano was doing the greatest in his lead, and it didn't look like Miyoshi was doing so much of a great job chasing him and mimicking him and doing what he was supposed to do. But also, when Miyoshi was leading too, he pretty much straightened out almost. I had a big correction in front of outer zone 3, I believe.
Outer zone, coming out of outer zone 2. Yeah, he made that huge right here.
Right here.
You'll see the drone footage.
You'll see this drone footage. And it looks like Mano is trying to hit and run the same line as Miyoshi does, and right here he starts to catch up to him.
And then boom, he straightens up right there.
Right there,
see?
he does a little bobble right there, and it looks like Mano is trying to keep up with Miyoshi. Maybe the grip difference is big right there, but
Miyoshi was looking good all the way till coming out of outer zone 2. I don't know what he saw where he had to correct it. I just feel like his line would have been still.
Or maybe his car gripped up a little bit too much, you know. So.
Yeah, no talent.
And here we go, right here. Mano is
with
leading.
the lead.
Miyoshi is right there behind him, and then Mano throws angle, runs.
There's a correction right. There's one correction. Coming around, coming in hot.
There we go.
And then correcting right here and not being able to finish his run into a drift. So qualifying, if that happened, that's a 0, right? Not being able to finish the whole entire session.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that'll be an
incomplete. There you go.
Yeah,
incomplete. So let's see.
All right, so we got to see these replays just to make sure that we are.
Let's see what Yoichi's got. Yoichi's got Mano. Ryan. Mano. What's Robbie got? Mano. Nice. Mano moving on in the 1 via 2 JS13.
Qualifying number 3
yes.
Yesterday, so he is moving up slowly. So good job on the almost privateer team.
Yes. Very simple, setup on this.
Yes.
But he's making it happen.
Yeah. And I think put a 2J in there or something this year.
Oh,
yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Hayashi into 86.
Coming up.
Hayashi, Ishikawa into 86. Hayashi into S15. There we go.
Hayashi following in the S15. Ishikawa leading. Looks like he's slowing up a little, but he's dragging it all the way out to outer zone 3. Hayashi right there behind him too. Oh, lost him a little right at the end. Might have got a little bit too much angle there at the end, but.
So it looked like Ishikawa wasn't taking it too wide on the outside zone 2. Let me go ahead and check out the replay here. But right here, outside zone 1, it looks like he isn't as deep, but he's in the outside zone 1. Hayashi is trying to keep up with them. And right here, it looks like he's in the zone, but he's not super deep into the zone like how he was. It looks like they're trying to catch more speed to try to run away a little from Hayashi, but
out of that outer zone 2.
But he did make it, so that would have been average to better lead run by Ishikawa. And Hayashi's proximity was fairly close.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad at all.
Track, so.
But now we have Hayashi doing the lead as Ishikawa is going to be the chase. Yeah, Ishikawa out of that outer zone 2 seemed like, he had too much angle, which slowed him down a little bit, where he was like, oh, I'm about to hit this huge sweeper, so I need to speed up. And so I kind of played a part right there. Let's see, here goes Hayashi as the lead. Ishikawa with the chase.
Well, there's a gap on the straightaway.
Hayashi taking a huge gap. Early initiation coming out of zone 2, full sweep.
Hayashi is deep into that zone.
But Ishikawa catching up. Ishikawa's trying to get closer. Shortening his lineup, but Hayashi just pushing and pushing. Real far out of the inner clip 2 there, but it's a nice run there. So they both had their fair share of both sides. But yeah, that initial start, Hayashi took a huge jump on him. Sweeping that outer zone, coming around. Almost looked like a little correction right there, but it was a hesitated one. See if we can get a replay of the first one with Ishikawa as the lead. Give the judges their best views that they could possibly get, make the right call. Let's see. This is Ishikawa leading right here, so we can compare a little bit. Pretty aggressive on his run, but man, Hayashi was right there proximity-wise. And then right there, it's keeping the judges on their toes, having them focus on every single aspect of both runs. Makes things a lot easier whenever it's just, you know, right there in front of their face, easy to call. But these kind of situations, you know, you got to really analyze and make the right call. Once again, here's another overview by the drones. Oh, I guess not. Yoichi, oh, we got a split right here.
Oh,
and a one more time. Yes.
So everybody watches this when one judge goes one side, one other judge goes the other side, and one judge says one more time. And some people say, what are you guys looking at the same thing? Why can't you make a decision? But it's that close.
Exactly.
You have to understand that. That's a very, very close battle. So right after these messages, we'll be back, and we're probably going to go into this one more time battle, which is the last one on the top 16 battles.
Yeah, for the one side. Yep, there you go. Welcome back to Top 16 for round 2 of the 2020 Formula Drifts Japan Series here in Okuibuki Street Course here in the Shiga Prefecture. Right now we're about to start the one more time battle. Just like some of y'all wanted. You wanted that one more time battle. Well, here it is. Let's see what they got for us. So like before, it's going to be Ishikawa as the lead with the 8.6 1GR powered, with Hayashi following in the S15 2J powered. Hayashi qualified in 27th while Ishikawa qualified 11th during qualifications. Let's see what they're going to throw down for us. Let's see if someone can make a huge difference here. Who's going to commit and make these nice angle commitments and deep outer zone runs. Yeah, it looks like the sun came back out, so it's heating everything back up for us. Definitely nice out. Right now, let's see. Now it's currently 2:41 here in Japan, here in the Shiga Prefecture at Okuibuki Street Course. And we got Robbie coming back to us right now. Everything good?
Yeah, so we are back. Let's go on to the next battle. It's not the next battle.
It's just
so one more time
one
battle,
more time.
Right? Yeah.
See, like I told y'all, he just came back.
See, you gotta give me a break, man. I'm getting old. I forget things, you know?
There we go. Here they go. Ishikawa in the lead. Hayashi. Oh, something. Fault. We got a fault.
Ishikawa hit a pylon.
Got to roll back, set themselves back up. So this is our last battle for the top 16. Last battle for the top 16 going to the grade 8 is going to be so far we got an S15, BMW, Lexus RC, A85, another S15, 180, S3. Still a nice blend right there. Nice blend of different cars. What I don't see is any JZXs. Notice that?
No JZXs in the top 8?
No.
No way.
Yes way. All right, here they go. Looks like Hayashi pushing up, trying to ride up against Ishikawa. Ishikawa entering. Oh, too much! No! Oh, Hayashi gonna swing it around, but it's a yellow flag. Man, Ishikawa was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring it.
He's like the bullet.
I told y'all. I said these guys are gonna come out this time and they're gonna bring it hard. But maybe he came in too hard.
Yeah, he did. Oh man, thank God those sponge barriers are there.
I know. But let's see the damage. It's never good. You know, it's never nice seeing these expensive cars getting just thrown into a wall. The hard work and dedication put into them. But he's rolling, so let's see. Sorry, we're just both kind of observing right now,
Yeah,
just like everybody else. You guys got a better view with the zoom up, but looks like that front right fender got, took most of it.
Yeah, hopefully suspension, there's no big damage in suspension.
Yeah.
I am not sure. I am assuming that they're probably going to have to call 5 just to make sure. They probably have to call a competition timeout just to make sure that the car is going to be in good shape. Having to give chase to Hayashi.
But it looks like it's rolling pretty straight. Nothing looks like it got shoved backwards, but, it's kind of hard to see.
He's just a really good driver that we can't tell from the outside.
It's just hard. We got the bird's eye view a little far away.
You know what? This is probably the time where you don't want to risk it to make anything, to make any matters worse.
So he gets 5?
I'm not sure. He's going to have to call it.
Finding out right now, getting the word.
Oh, I guess they're calling it.
Oh, they're calling it?
So I guess there might have been some problem that Ishikawa had that we just didn't know. And maybe it occurred, caused him to go into the wall. And now they're saying, you know what, we can't fix that in 5 minutes. We're just going to call it. That's it. So it looks like Hayashi's going to get a free one here. It's going to be a buy run.
Let's see this buy run go through. Wow, that's tough.
See the drama we got here. Look at this. Hayashi made, they made it into, or they both got into it one more time. If this didn't happen, then it could have been something else, So
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I was expecting to see a pretty exciting battle.
Got the
between
grounds
these
crew
two cars,
cleaning up.
especially with the one more time. That kind of forces the drivers to push it the extras forward. To do
Extra
go
step
in
forward.
harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hands down to these grounds crew guys. These guys are tearing it up, keeping these
Oh
lines.
my God, you should see them. They're so burnt after
I know.
each day. They're so dark. Like,
I wanted to go get them some sunscreen or something.
yeah, I would have been like, no way, burnt.
But they do. The track is looking nice. They paint it after every
Session.
every
yeah.
session. So, alrighty. Accident area is cleaned up now, squared away, and Hayashi's fixing to do his, I guess you can call it kind of a buy run at this point. And then after this, we will move into the top 8 from here.
Yes. So there's going to be 4 battles for the top 8. Hayashi is about to make his buy run right here.
Coming
Taking
through.
out car number 33 Ishikawa in his E6.
Still throwing it down, hitting the outer zone, little shallow in the outer zone. Oh, real shallow. From the outer zone 3. You know, playing it safe, but still showing us that his car is ready to rock and roll. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, so Hayashi moves on. Now he's going to be going against car number 666 Mono. Look at this. Hayashi was a 22nd or 27th qualifier. Mono is a third qualifier.
Yeah.
The next battle we are going to be seeing is going to be car number 15 Ueo. He is a number 1 he's a number 16 qualifier,
but a number 1 points leader.
Exactly.
And then he'll be going up against Takahashi, number 36 in the BMW.
He qualified 9th, but Takahashi lost to Ueo at Sugo at the finals.
Oh, so this is like a rematch right here. Who's going to make it?
He said, I want
So we're going to have Takahashi.
I want my title.
Exactly. Takahashi's going to be in the lead while Ueo's going to be in the chase here on this one. So the 1GR versus the VR38.
Both
throwing some smoke down there.
Nissan V6 versus the Toyota V6.
Oh, there you go. Battle of the best. Looks like they're getting everything warmed up down there. Man, this sun, I thought it was gone. I thought we were in the clear. There you go, some drone footage of what we're seeing from up here. See that VR38 right there.
We can hear the cars from far away. They are warming up their tires.
All right, coming up to the gate now. Ueo pulling up to the gate. Takahashi already there waiting. So best 8 right here.
It's a European coupe with a Toyota V6 in it and a Nissan coupe with a Nissan V6 in it.
Ready
and
for this to happen.
A younger driver versus a elder driver.
Hopefully they don't smoke each other out.
This is going to be a smoky one.
Yes.
Yeah, you said it. So.
All right, Takahashi taking off. Ueo right behind him. Not giving. Ooh.
Restart.
So you guys can already see there's going to be zero slack in this. They're both going to be right on each other this whole way. This initiation, this one for Outer Zone 1 is going to be very interesting how aggressive they're both going to take it. Getting them all reset. Both lined up, ready to go. And here they go. About to start right now. Takahashi in the lead with Ueo on the chase. Takahashi taking off, but Ueo right behind him. Takahashi early entry into Outer Zone 1. Ueo trying to keep that angle through, all the way through, coming. Takahashi taking out all the way Outer Zone 2, riding all the way out, but Ueo right next to him. What we'd say, it's going to be a smoke battle right here. Here they go. Ueo coming in, enters clip 1, riding his door all the way through.
Great job by both drivers. I think Takahashi was on a shallower line in front of the out zone 3 after the outside zone 2. Right here, it looked like Ueo had to kind of cut in to catch up to Takahashi. But after that, he kept his good pace and proximity behind Takahashi. And right here,
Yeah,
right
corrected
there.
himself
Yeah,
right
so
there.
those are the only.
So he had a nice,
mistakes I can see,
Takahashi had a nice outer zone too. It's just, it seemed like he just took it too far out, which caused him to correct himself coming at outer zone 3. But Ueo was right there. So let's see if Takahashi can actually, you know, stay in his door like Ueo did. But, you know, Ueo is going to throw some smoke, so we'll see. And they're about to start right here. Ueo in the lead, Takahashi on the chase. Ueo going up, just taking off, just smoking them right now already. Early entry coming in. Outer zone 1 hitting full outer zone 1, coming in inside clip. Look at all that smoke he's throwing out. But Takahashi on his rear fender coming in. Outer zone 2, full outside ride. A little bit outside too far, but right there, that's what we're looking at right there. That's what we want to see. Man. Takahashi rode him the whole way, but Ueo was just throwing some smoke. Outer zone 2, he looked a little deep, but let's see what's the replay showing.
All right, so it looks like both of the drivers are making small mistakes here and there. Ueo looks like he's been having a problem leaving outside zone 2 to 3 really wide, but he doesn't mess it up like how Takahashi did in outside zone 3. But he also didn't go deep enough into outside zone 2 as a lead car. And now it looks like Takahashi had a better dive in at the entry. And it looks like his proximity is slightly a little bit better than Ueo. And Ueo looks like he did tip a tire out after outside zone 2. So this is going to be a very close one.
That is going to be really close. Looks like Takahashi, though, in outer zone 2, looked like he kind of came in a little too much on his angle and everything. Like, lost a little bit of his angle.
To keep the proximity, right?
Yeah, to keep that proximity. But that's where you got to sacrifice if you want to keep the same angle or proximity. Let's see.
All right, so we are putting in our not scores, but we are putting in our decisions right here.
See what Yoichi's got. One more time. What about Ryan? One more time. That's what I'm looking for. One more time right here for Ueo and Takahashi.
And I think maybe the other judges would agree with what I'm saying right now. But yes, there's strong parts and weak parts of both drivers sprinkled throughout the whole track. So it is better to just go for it one more time and let's see who can be more dominant.
No 100% domination in those two runs. So,
no, it's pretty
like
close.
you said, they were really close and they almost mimic each other.
Hey, they're the finals from last event
exactly.
in Mexico, so.
Well, next we have Andy Gray, number 100 in the Lexus RC, leading against the AE85 by Matsukawa. Gray with a nice entry. Matsukawa right there on him. It's like Matsukawa took some damage there from the inner wall, but Gray's coming around with a red-yellow flag. Ooh.
Oh my God.
That whole front. Here's a replay right here.
Yeah, it looked like
it was a pretty rough hit right on that wall.
Looked like Matsukawa had nowhere to go in here.
Mind you, this is the bridge right here we were talking about. And then boom.
Oh man, he was probably concentrating on the lead car so much that he probably didn't see the concrete wall coming up to him. Man.
He went straight into it. That's not good.
No.
So Team Droopy, that's the second one right there.
Okay, so it looks like the driver is okay because it looks like they did some hand signals here and there, but I think they're gonna go ahead and quickly tow the car out.
That was a rough hit.
Yeah, it was, and as I was telling you, I think it was the other way around going around though.
that tunnel vision kicks in, and you have your focus. Like we were talking about earlier, these drivers have a lot going on through their mind, especially during this top 16 and top 8. They got to make their judgment calls on how they're going to do the entry to make sure their proximity is there, at the same time not sacrificing too much of their angle. And right here you could see how probably focused too much on the lead and didn't realize that wall was that close. Not sure the extent of the damage. Wheel was still moving when they were turning it.
Yeah, they're gonna back it up onto. They're gonna back it up onto the flatbed.
Yeah.
Man, it's unfortunate for them to hit that wall, but while they're cleaning the car, taking it off the track, putting it on the flatbed, we're gonna go ahead and go into a small, short break. And we will see you right after this, and hopefully they can get their car back on the track.
Been really good. Pretty sure he's pumped to get this started.
Yeah, so this is pretty impressive. So Andrew Gray is moving into the top 4 spot. And this is a brand new car, and a lot of the things on the car it was engineered. Not so common,
Just looking at it, it's just a very slick
nice,
car. Yeah,
it could be a show car.
very
so
aggressive.
what I would do is pull the engine and the tranny and everything out and just park it.
And that hood, I believe, is new too, isn't it?
Brand
To this
new
round, yeah. Coming in, showing us his run. See what he's going to show us. Ooh, nice and deep in outer zone 1. Coming in inside click 1. Sweeping around outside zone 2, riding that wall all the way out, maximizing everything. Coming to outer zone 3, throwing some smoke. Coming in inside click 1. And it looks like that patch right there wasn't too bad. I was kind of worried that it was going to be a little slick for the drivers, but didn't look too bad for him right there.
Yeah, so that's the power vehicle with Kazama Auto.
Yes.
Car number 100, Andrew Gray, RC, Lexus RC moving on to top 4.
So next.
Okay, we're not going to be going back to the one more time. We're going to
Okay.
go on and we're going to see the next battle on the ladder. Yep.
Gonna be number 17, Horino, not Horiano, it's Horino. And number 13, Takaki. Horino in the S15 and Takaki in the 180SX, 2J versus an SR. So we'll see. This is going to be interesting.
So this is going to be the 3rd battle of the Grade 8.
Yes.
Horino is the 2nd qualifier of yesterday's qualify, and Takaki is the 10th. He came in 10th for qualify yesterday. Horino is going to be leading, and Takaki will be giving chase.
Yeah, Horino is already at the start line. Just waiting for Takaki to get himself warmed up. All right. Takaki's up at the line. Both drivers ready to go. Horino in the S15 is going to be lead. Takaki's going to be in 180 chasing. See what he's going to push out of this SR with the chase. All right. Horino going, not taking off, not gapping him too much, and then Takaki right on his tail. Both entries coming in. Takaki right there correcting. Oh, had to crow. Oh, and then Horino's going way too far out. Takaki's still driving in, coming in. Oh, that was rough at the start. It was looking really good. And then coming out of that outer zone 2, it just seems like he wasn't anticipating what he was doing.
Yeah, I think what Takaki had was momentum, and he was uses that to the fullest right now. And what happens is, as he was coming up the hill, he lost it right here. The car wouldn't go up the hill anymore, and pretty much he didn't want to go into the wall either, so he just had to kind of give it up right there. And also, Horino had 2 tires off coming out of the outside zone too, so he was kind of taking a wide line. So I would say it's not the cleanest run that I've seen Horino do all day today.
For a number 2 qualifier, yeah, you're right.
But Takaki getting that incomplete behind him for losing drift.
But anything can happen, though.
Exactly. That's
We've
why
seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see one car, you think that they got an advantage.
So here we go. We got Horino, or Takaki in the lead with Horino and Chase. Takaki taking off. And Horino close by. Takaki with the entry, committing to that, but coming out way wide. Oh, and correcting, causing Horino to correct also. That's the thing. The most minute things right there can make the difference. When the lead, like Robbie was saying, when the lead makes a correction and then it makes the chase have to correct also, can change the outcome of everything.
Yeah, so Takaki's been throwing a lot of angle going into outside zone 1. Looks really, really cool. But it looks like he comes short driving to inside clip 1 because he's throwing too much angle or going too wide, like right there. It looks like he couldn't keep his drift going, and he made a big correction right there. Obviously, something was going on there that caused Horino to react the way he did. We will be watching some replays and making our decision.
But yes, Horino is right there up against him too. Here's another view right here, the aerial view from the drones. Coming in, and then right there, boom, he makes that hard correction.
Exactly, yep.
And that's
looks
the thing.
like Takaki straightened on his own, causing
Horino to spin out.
To pretty much not work.
He was just avoiding that contact. Biggest thing right there, you know, as a chase. All right, let's see what comes out of it. You could see you got Okuibuki in the background back there warming his tires up for this one more time action that we're going to get next. All right, we got Yoichi over at Horino, Ryan Horino, and Robbie Horino for the win. Horino with the S15, 2J powered S15.
Horino is just coasting through this top 16 bracket. He's the second qualifier from yesterday. He looks like he is being he's being very stable and very fluid throughout the competition. So it's going to be interesting to see who he's going to be going against.
Yes.
It's going to be Mano or Hayashi. But before we go to Mano against Hayashi,
we have our one more time right here with Okuibuki and Takahashi. And Takahashi is actually going to be the lead driver while you have Okuibuki in the chase.
So this was a split decision. One judge went to one side, the other judge went to another side, and one judge said it one more time. So this battle was that close, where everybody had to lean towards one way, and it was very, very close.
Here they go.
That's
Takahashi in the lead right here. Okuibuki with the chase, coming up with some heat. Takahashi sending it into this first outer zone, coming to inside clip, but Okuibuki's right on his back. Right into his fender, right there. Takahashi hitting that outer zone 3, sweeping all the way around to inside clip 1, but Okuibuki's right there, challenging every bit of his angle.
So I would say that was a pretty close to perfect run by Takahashi. That was a very clean lead run. He looks like he fills the outside zone 1, very close to in clip 1. Fills this zone fairly well as well, and there's a couple of places where he looks like he is bobbling, but overall looks really, really close to all the clips and zones.
Okuibuki kept his good proximity, and not only that, but these are the number 1 and 2 right here from Sugo. So
yeah, well, in the series right now.
In the series too, but Sugo they took 1 and 2, which
and Okuibuki was very, very close. There's a couple of spots towards, especially towards the end after they were leaving outside zone 3. Okuibuki was getting really, really close to Takahashi, but he was running a very, very smaller line, going to inside clip 2. But other than that, great battles.
Here they go. So Okuibuki is going to be now leading while Takahashi is going to be on the chase. And here they go. The Whale most likely going to roast these tires all the way up. So he's been doing this whole time. Here he goes. The Whale taking off with Takahashi in the chase. Whale just roasting him. Coming up. Huge entry into outer zone 1. Coming to inside clip 1, but Takahashi right on his back, trying to smoke him out. Whale's just pushing it. Just throwing some smoke down. Takahashi's not fazed by any of it. Staying right up against his door. Ooh. That's another good run.
There you go. It's these runs.
See that one more time? Oh, man. There you go right there, the replay. Whale all in that outer zone 1. Comes out inside clip 1, outer zone 2. Bailed a little bit early on that, but just throwing some smoke. And Takahashi's like, that ain't nothing. This is where all those small errors come into play. Analyzing it all. I know y'all would love to see a one more time out of this, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Yeah, so there are parts where Takahashi is giving chase and he is doing well staying behind on the same line as Ueo, versus Ueo cutting in a little bit too much for taking a smaller line. But at the same time, both of the cars did a great job leading. They're both on the outside line, doing good angle. Very exciting driving from both drivers. This is going to be a very tough one for us to make a decision over.
Most definitely going to be a tough call for y'all. So let's see. See what Yoichi, Ryan, and Robbie has to say about this. All right, Yoichi Imamura. Takahashi. Ryan. Whoa, one more. Oh, man. There y'all go. Hey, I don't blame them though. That was worth the one more time, even though, you know.
So I knew that they were gonna split. That's why I said one more time. But no, like you were explaining earlier, there are small parts where one driver did better than the other, and I think the other judges thought they were slightly on one side, but I just couldn't decide which one was better and which one was.
That's a hard
better.
decision.
So,
I mean, they both had good runs.
I mean, you know what? But watching one more time of this battle right here, even though we're in top 8, this is almost like the semifinals or the finals, because this is the two cars that were in the finals from Sugo last round.
And you can't just make a call off of, you know, just it's hard to make it when they're making both the similar passes.
Exactly.
So most definitely. All right, here we go for the.
Now we're going with Mono again.
Hayashi. Mono with a nice entry coming in, holding the angle, but Hayashi right on his back.
Hayashi gave him a bump like this.
There you go. Mono trying to push through, making that 2J work for him. But Mono right there trying to keep the same angle that Mono's pushing out.
Mono's giving the same angle as Mono?
No.
Hayashi
is. I got in the moment there.
So it looks like Mono isn't as, he's just kind of going along and doing his own thing, which is what we want the lead driver to do. Hayashi is supposed to give good chase, try to mimic the lead driver as much as possible. He kind of fell into a smaller line right there, and he is keeping a good distance between the car he is chasing.
Definitely a good mimic right there.
Yeah, but Mono also is doing a great job on the lead side. He is trying to keep the car where it's supposed to be at, and it looks like it's going to be a close one. So
let's see what Hayashi's going to do as a lead. Mono was a little shallow inside that outer zone too, but you know, let's see what Hayashi can do. If he can push the whole course out, maximize every area of this course.
Exactly, because we're going to have to compare the lead to lead and chase to chase. So.
Yep. So here we go with Hayashi in the lead in S15 with Mono in the 1 in the chase. Both 2J powered. Hayashi just pushing out front, but Mono coming up right behind him. Hayashi coming in, swinging around outer zone 2, trying to maximize all of outer zone 2, which he got a good chunk of in outer zone 3 coming in, but Mono's right behind him. And lost a little of the proximity there, but not bad. But yes, Hayashi did have a lot of outer zone too, but let's see a better look on this replay.
Okay, let me go ahead and check the replay, but it looks like Mono is further away, but he kind of throws his car in and has a lot of commitment behind the lead car.
Yeah, I actually had a little bit more in outer zone too, but I mean, like you said, Mono did trail behind and then kick it real hard and had a real aggressive entry in outer zone 1. Committing to it all.
So once again, this is a battle that you have to compare lead to lead, chase to chase. One driver did really well in the lead, and the other driver did fairly well as well. And you got to go to the chase too, so including what we are looking at, proximity, angle, line.
It's dwindling down through these drivers. It's just going to get harder and harder for y'all judges to make your decision. It's not going to be no quick one. Here you go.
There you go.
1, 2, and there you go. Hayashi for the victory.
Hayashi gets the win.
So number 73, Hayashi in the S15, 2J powered, takes the win. And like you were saying, Hayashi, you know, qualified 27th while Mono qualified 3rd. So that's a very big improvement from doing qualifications yesterday and coming into the actual tandem battles and then pushing through where he's at now.
Oh yeah, he was fully committed when he was behind, but I think the proximity got to him too, and also he was not clean enough. I think Hayashi was a little bit closer too.
Yeah.
And you know, being a little closer and running a smaller line, trying to keep the proximity is probably a little harder than, you know, driving a little further behind somebody and throwing it in. So
yes, exactly.
I do agree with the calls the other judges made too.
So right now on the brackets, what it's looking like is we have number 17, Horino. He's going to go ahead and be on one side with Hayashi.
And it's going to be a one more time.
How many one more times?
This is going to be this is the battle, 3rd battle. Well, they had 2 battles already, and they were both one more times. This is going to be their 3rd battle, I think.
No, yes.
But there's some news, guys. Unfortunately.
Where is the other driver?
Yeah, the other driver's not going to make it.
Oh.
We just got news that Ueo's car has some kind of trouble, and Takahashi is going to get the win.
Just got to lay it.
Just because intense close battle by these 2 drivers. It's unfortunate that Ueo is not making it to the start line, and Takahashi is doing his by run right now.
Yeah. That's very unfortunate. Especially getting this far in the competition and then just having to, you know, having to fold because of technical reasons with the vehicle.
All right, so Takahashi just made his run, and he's probably going to go back and change tires and whatnot. So we have the final 4 right here. Let me go ahead and tell you who the final 4 is. Qualifying number 9 yesterday, car number 36, Takahashi, who you just saw in the E92. Eurofighter BMW is one of the final 4 drivers.
Who's he going to be competing with?
He's going to be going against qualifier, fourth qualifier of yesterday, car number 100, Andrew Gray from Power Vehicles with Kazama Auto Service.
And then on the other side of the bracket, we have number 17 with the S15 is going to be Jin Horino with his 2J powered S15. He qualified number 2 yesterday. And then we have number 73, Kazuki Hayashi. In the S15 2J powered, he actually qualified 27th yesterday, so that's going to be
kind of low, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Hey,
Number 2 qualifier versus 27. Yeah.
So Jin Horino is in a S15 with the 2JZ.
Yes.
Kazuki Hayashi is in a S15 with a 2JZ. They're both on Good Ride tires. Jin Horino's team name, Good Ride Team Tops Racing with Project Mu versus Team West Auto with Good Ride. Both on Good Rides, both 2JZ, both S15s,
Coming down to the driver.
both human beings.
Exactly. But Hayashi, he's knocked out quite a few so far. His last round was with a number 3 qualifier, so anything is capable at this point in the competition. But that is our top 4.
So now we were going to the second battle of the final 4. The first one we were going to be waiting for Takahashi to get his car situated so he can go against car number 100, Andrew Gray. So we're going to start off with the battle of car number 17, Harino, versus car number 73, Hayashi.
Both S15,
Right
the
here,
battle
yeah.
of the S15.
Number 2 qualifier versus number 27 qualifier.
So most likely a Sylvia is going to win.
Yeah, I think so. The Sylvia with the 2J in.
Oh, 2J, okay. Being more specific there.
Okay, guys, you guys are probably behind the screen saying, ha ha ha, funny, funny. People say that all the time. We just do it many times. Sorry about that.
Exactly. Fill the,
Fill
fluff
the
it up a little bit,
yes.
the empty space.
Yeah, so let's get back to, look at this view. I mean, look at this place.
There you go.
We usually go hike up this ski hill, but I didn't do it this morning because I'm lazy.
And I was sleeping.
I am kicking myself in the butt right now because look at this view. It was supposed to be raining, knock on wood, but the weather forecast changed and it's sunny throughout the day. And this is just beautiful. If you're ever in the area, please come by and check this place out. It's really nice.
Then they get the view of us from down below. Give them a wave.
Yep, I'm waving, but you probably can't see me.
You can
so.
see. Wait,
Oh,
yes,
wait.
you can see him.
Oh,
You
there's
can't
my
see
hand
me.
right here. You can see the moving object. That's my hand. But we are way up here. We have a great view from up here. We can see all the track. We can
Pretty
see
much
how close
everything,
you are.
yeah. I mean, the replays are nice. We get to see a little bit more of where they're at in their line, but
Yeah,
yes, we
in-
get
in
to see
closer
everything.
Detail, yeah.
But definitely been treated good here with the Okuibuki street course. It's been good to us.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun too. Talking about something that we do here every year. We do stay in this little dormitory place that during the winter sports, a lot of the ski instructors and guys like that would be staying there. During the summer, it's open, so we get to stay there. It's kind of like a camp out type of,
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Well, because of COVID, we're not doing barbecues and stuff like that. We usually get to, have a barbecue up here, have a good time when we're not in competition.
But with everything going on, we've limited ourselves to all
Yeah,
that.
we're limiting ourselves. Like, look at us. We have masks on. There's
And a
a board in
plexiglass
between
between
us.
us.
We have no spectators. But thank you for tuning in. Since we don't have any spectators, we're trying to give you everything we have right now over live stream.
Yes. And
And
keep that in mind, live stream, because what's going on next weekend?
Next weekend's going to be Formula Drift USA's
Yes.
season opener.
Openings, yes,
Yeah.
season opener. So make sure you stay tuned to that. If you can't make it, make sure you're staying tuned to that. Wherever you're at.
Yep, wherever you're at. Just a slight time difference, but you know what? If you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you could watch something that's stateside too. So, but it's going to be exciting because it's the first time they're going to be using that style. Since we are later into the year, and the season was supposed to open in April at Long Beach.
Yes.
But that was like right in the middle of everything happening, so they had to push everything back. Everything got postponed. Instead of taking out 8 rounds and making it into 4 rounds, they are going to be 4 locations, 2 rounds each. So it's going to be 8 rounds total.
Okay.
So in St. Louis, we're going to be watching round 1 and 2.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Right
So,
there.
Yeah, so that track is going to be each track is going to be very important because it's going to be worth double.
Yes. It's going to be key for every one of the drivers to be ready.
Hey, and
It looks-
shout out to the FDUSA guys who are usually here. Kevin Wells and Tech. Ryan Lontaine is joining us from Canada remotely, and Ryan Sage usually commentates, the co-founder of Formula Drift USA. You will be seeing him tomorrow on next week on live stream. And also the drivers that couldn't make it out here from the foreign countries, man Mike Woodette, Nian, Benjamin, Matthew Hill. Don't want to be missing anybody, but
Yeah, exactly.
there's a couple of drivers that couldn't make it into the And Cho Sung from Lead Racing 2, he is not able to come. And also James Tang, who is supposed to be here from Hong Kong, but he could not make it because of the restrictions, the travel restrictions. That's a lot of people we're missing because, you know, and there was a news in the FD US side where some of the drivers probably from the foreign countries won't be able to join the rounds in the USA because of this whole mess. So guys, please stay safe. Make sure, you know, we can just get over this hump in our lives as soon as possible so we can kind of get back to normal.
Yes,
kind of normal.
Please. Biggest thing is be safe.
Yes.
Social distance.
Yes. But we don't want to see any social distancing between these guys. We see these guys lined up already.
So we have number 17, Horino, lined up with number 73, Hayashi. So Horino is going to be the lead while Hayashi's going to be on the chase here.
Which one's the guy with the S15 though?
I don't know. Both 2J powered S15s. Let's see what they got. It's all going to come down to the driver and how they can push through. Horino on the lead, pushing up, but Harashi right behind him. Hayashi going in. Horino trying to get all the way through outer zone 1, coming inside clip. But Hayashi right there beside him, showing him I can match anything you do. Horino still pushing, but Hayashi right there behind him. What? Are these like the same cars?
Very beautiful run by both drivers. Okay, so like I said, you said similar cars, similar engine setup. They're both on good rides. Very, very clean run by the lead run. I know he can tighten up the outside zones a little bit more, but good enough. You know, he's taking the car all the way to the outside, and the chase driver Hayashi is within good proximity of this lead car.
He kept the same angle,
but
same line.
I can't believe how smooth these two drivers are. It looks like a twin drift.
I know.
It looks like they're purposely doing that.
But see, if you look on the other side of the spectrum who they're going to be battling against. Got two different types of cars over there.
Yeah, it's going to be totally different.
All right, so you got Hayashi in the lead, Horino in the chase. Horino closing that gap up, coming into the outer zone, sweeping around inside clip 1. Hayashi trying to maximize all the space in outer zone 2. Looked good. Outer zone 3 coming through, but Horino was right there on his tail. Hayashi finishing up nice and clean, but man, that's a tough call. That is a very tough call right there. I mean,
all right, they were both as smooth as butter, just like earlier. Both runs were very, very smooth. It looks like there's a little bit of gap. Horino fell back a little bit on the straight, but towards the end he started to catch up. But I would say the only difference may be Hayashi is taking a wider line on
outer zone
1 and 2.
Yeah, Hayashi definitely maximized as much space as he could in outer zone 2.
Man, very, very, very small mistakes by both drivers. As you can hardly tell. They both did great. So let's see what the other judges have to say as well.
Man. Definitely had the same angle, but yes, at the same time, Hayashi did kind of pull away at outer zone 2 and a gap. Produced a little bit of a gap there, but very similar run. Really hard to critique this. It's those small things like we talked about earlier. And pulling away right there. It's a tough call. Luckily, I'm just talking about it. Let's see, we got the drivers on standby, seeing what the call is from Yoichi Imamura and Ryan Lonte. All right, Yoichi is going to go with Hayashi, Ryan Hayashi, and Robbie Hayashi. There you go, just like I talked about earlier. Number 27 qualifier took it over the number 2 qualifier, and it came down to the slightest bit.
Hey, but here we go. For Formula Drift, we do not do the third place battle, and Horino qualified second. So looking at the other side of the bracket, Takahashi was 9th, Gray was 4th. So whatever happens to these guys, Hayashi made it into the finals. whoever drops out here is going to be 4th. So Harino actually secured himself to be 3rd place.
It's not bad.
And that's his first podium, I think.
Oh, wow, really? Yeah. Nice. Congratulations to him. You know, that's a tough call right there for y'all. You know, with how close they were with both their runs, it's just coming down to the, you know.
It really was. We really had to actually
analyze what you were watching on the replays and figure out where they, you know, lacked in their runs.
But I think as the lead driver, Hayashi did slightly a better job than Harino did.
Gave him a lot more to play with, yeah.
Because I would say their chase was pretty much almost even. But, you know, Harino did fall back a little bit on the straightaway, too.
True.
Slightly, but Hayashi makes the win. Congratulations to him. He's in the finals.
So what is it? Right now, you can see Andrew Gray ready to go at the start line in his number 100 Lexus RC while he's waiting on Takahashi and his BMW.
All right, so speaking of which, earlier you were saying the totally opposite battle. We have a Japanese car versus a European car, older Japanese Toyota power plant versus a newer Japanese power plant. Both 6 cylinders, but one's a V6, one's a straight 6.
Yes.
One's a single turbo, one's a twin turbo. They're both luxury coupes. This is going to be cool. They're both show car quality cars. This is beautiful.
They really are. They really are. They both look amazing. They both have been performing awesome out here.
Yeah, and man,
giving a good show.
I never thought that I would see the TMS car, this BMW, this style BMW in Japan. I never thought so. I thought,
really,
you know, I never would have imagined that there's going to be a European car in a competition in Japan, and this is pretty cool.
With so many platforms out there that are, you know, drift capable and what people idolize and stuff like that. You're right. But it's good to see because it's been performing very well the last 2 days.
Yes, it has.
So you have Andrew Gray in the lead, and then you have Takahashi in the chase. So let's see how this is going. It's going to be a really exciting run right here. Andrew Gray taking off, and then you got Takahashi.
Uh-oh. Red flag. Andrew Gray hit a cone, I think.
But as you guys can see, with the speed that they're bringing into this first outer zone, it's going to be some extreme angle and speed coming through.
Yeah, looking at how they both drive, though, it looks like Takahashi would be going in a little bit more aggressively when he's leading in outside zone 1. He looks like he flicks it a little harder. Andrew Gray, watching his qualify run and also his other lead runs that he had today, he looks like he's more
reserved,
calm and reserved, going into outside zone 1.
But see, coming into the top, you know, the final 4, that's when it comes down to, you know, we got to put it out there on the line.
Yeah, and
so, and he knows who he's going against, you know.
And they're both okay. So Andrew Gray has been the champion for Formula Drift Japan many times. So he is a veteran. He knows what's going on.
Yes.
Takahashi is kind of new into Formula Drift, but has been drifting for a while in Japan. So
here we go. Gray in the lead. Takahashi in the chase. Gray coming in hot, kicking it in, holding it around, coming inside clip 1. Gray's pushing through to outer zone 2, maximizing every bit of outside zone 2, coming to outside zone 3. But Takahashi's right there on his fender, pushing all the way through, keeping himself out of the line of the smoke.
Wow.
But Andrew Gray threw some smoke down. I must say, though, Takahashi did play a little smart trying to, you know, stay out of the cloud, but that was a nice run right there.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Check this out. Andy is doing his job, taking the car all the way out to the outside zone. Very tight on inside clip 1. Makes it all the way out to the line on the outside zone 2. Fills outside zone 3. This is a very clean.
That was a nice run.
Yeah, that was a very clean lead run. It looks like Takahashi was keeping very good proximity throughout the run. He had to shallow up on line a little going through outside zone 2 to keep the proximity. But well done by both of these drivers. It's very exciting to watch.
Gray definitely had a really good run there, hitting all zones where he was supposed to, maximizing as much as he can, getting deep in the pocket. All right, now let's see what Takahashi could throw down as the lead, as Gray's going to be on the chase. Here they come. That aggressive entry right there. Takahashi pushing, but Gray's right there on him, not letting him go anywhere. Gray coming back around. Takahashi trying to maximize, kind of was shallow on that outer zone 2, but still pushing through to outer zone 3, and Gray's right there, not letting him go anywhere.
Wow.
Man, see, it comes down to the fine details here.
Great run by both drivers. I'm going to have to be a little picky right here. Let me go ahead and go over this real quick. Right here, Takahashi and Gray does a great job entering. They both run a great line, but right here, there's a slight bobble by Takahashi during his run through outside zone 1, and it looks like he leaves outside zone 2 a little earlier than he should. And there's a slight bobble there too, where he doesn't keep his angle as straight.
Flick it a little bit more.
But other than that, clean run by both drivers. This is going to be a very, very close one.
That is a tough one.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure everybody out there wants to see it one more time.
One more time would be nice, but man, Gray really did do a good lead run.
See, you see the angle difference. Andrew Gray kept his angle, and he actually had a little bit more angle than Takahashi when he was chasing. Takahashi had to pull out a little bit of angle right there at the outer zone 1.
Yeah. But the biggest thing, you know, doing your lead run and almost doing it, you know, not flawlessly, but to maximizing everything you can on the track is going to be huge. So we got one more time. Ryan and Robbie over here with Andrew Gray. So Andrew Gray is going to go to the final.
I think Lontaine will agree with me on the slight bobbles that Takahashi had at outside zone 1 and in front of the outside zone 3.
Yes.
And him leaving outside zone 2 slightly early, because to be able to beat Andrew Gray's lead run, which was almost complete, he was tight on the lines, tight on the clips. And both cars chasing, they did a great job. You know,
chasing was almost the same between the two, but like you said, the lead run is literally what it came down to almost.
Yeah, so I think Gray had like a nearly perfect run on his lead run. But we're going to go ahead and go into the finals real soon after these messages.
Okuibuki street course in the Shiga prefecture.
Man, that was pretty quick though.
I know. Well, I mean,
it was quick. I mean, in between, yeah, there's like stuff here and there, but when the battle starts, it's just too quick.
True, there was a lot of commercials.
Yeah, and I mean, like right now, we're waiting for them. We're waiting for the finalists to get their cars ready. This is going to be car number 100, Andrew Gray, and his power vehicles. Kazama Auto Service RC, Lexus RC 200, and Kazuki Hayashi. He is in his Team West Auto with Good Ride S15 with the 2J in it.
But he's been fighting all the way through. He beat the number 3 and 2 qualifiers, and now he's going against the number 4 qualifier, Andrew Gray. So
Man,
this is going to be interesting.
That's a tough ladder for him, and
It
did
is.
a great job, yeah.
So he definitely did fight tooth and nail to get to where he's at. So we'll see what he's going to throw down. But at the same time, Andrew Gray is no new person to the podium, so he knows what he's coming after.
Yeah, if you go to Ebisu Circuit, he owns power vehicles that is inside that inside the area of Ebisu Circuit, but he probably has a lot of FD Japan trophies because he has won a lot.
Yes, he has.
And he has a lot under his belt. Versus Hayashi, I know I've seen him on the podium a couple times. He was driving for a different team up until last year, and this year he is with a new team driving something a little more familiar because when he was a privateer, he used to drive an SR powered S15.
Okay.
I actually went against Hayashi before.
Really?
At Fuji, yeah, when we first started to drive the GTR back then, and I lost to Hayashi.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
He bumped us, and the damn judges didn't see. No, I'm just kidding. No, just joking. But very good driver, and I think he was almost like a privateer. He had a normal job, and he did this as a hobby. I don't know how far he's came. Yeah, I don't know how far he's came. But Good Ride looks like they are supporting him very well, and it looks like they did a good job picking out the right driver because he's a very skilled driver and he's a veteran, and also in FD Japan.
Then the chassis engine combo, you know, he's got the power with the 2J. And you know, with the little bit of lightness with the S15.
Yeah, the RC might be a little bit heavier, but at the same time, I think depending on how you want to throw the weight around inside the car, you can get a little technical and try to gain a little bit more traction. I know a lot of the U.S. drivers are, putting the weight in the perfect place to gain as much traction as possible. And I know the Good Ride and Valinos, they are both on 19-inch tires because they are going for the 285 size instead of sticking with the 265 size. And let's talk about the difference.
What's up?
Starting this year in FD Japan, the rule is to be on, or all drivers and teams has to be on 200 or more tread wear tire. Before, it was kind of a free-for-all where you can drive on whatever tires you want. So there's people that were on 100 tread wear, 120 tread wear tires too.
Really? And then now it's different, yeah.
Now it's all back to
even playing field.
Yeah, so the same, it's pretty much the same rules as the US. So one day we might have, well, I'm just saying this, they didn't tell me. I'm just guessing, but one day when we do have the World Championship, and we have the FD Japan drivers and some of the drivers from all over the world, and also the FD US drivers, everybody's going to be on the same regulations, and we can have a fair fight to see who the best guy.
The FD Olympics.
FD Olympics, exactly.
There you go.
All right, let's make that happen.
I mean, 2021 is good.
I'm looking at the founder of FD Japan right now, giving him a wink, saying, "Let's do this." Oh, he winked back.
He's winking back.
But
I don't know if
he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With these face masks on, you can't really read lips either. So.
All right, guys, confirmed. We're doing this. It's going to be an FD Olympics 2021. No, I'm just kidding. and Robin Nishida's fired.
Yeah. We're going to follow suit with the Olympics. There you go.
Yeah. But that would be awesome to see.
Definitely. Having a lot of the American drivers or other people around the world bringing their best that they have and competing at that level would be pretty crazy.
Now look at these two drivers. Andrew Gray is always steady. He's been in this situation so many times at the finals and the championship and all that other stuff. And Hayashi also is a veteran too. So it is very hard to say that these cars are going to be making small mistakes. They're probably going to just go at it.
Yep.
Let the better driver win.
And as you can see, Andrew Gray's going to be on the lead for this while Hayashi's on the chase. So they're getting everything prepped and ready. And the first run with Andrew Gray as the lead is about to start. All right, here we go. Here you go, first run for the finals right here. Andrew Gray in the lead, pushing hard. Hayashi's playing a little bit further back. Oh, what happened with the angle? Oh, okay. Didn't see I didn't see all four of those red flags.
What just happened to Andrew Gray's car? He's actually going reverse. This is very dangerous. Oh, never mind.
He's going wrong way on the track.
He had a restart.
Actually, there's 4 red flags.
Yeah, so other than Japanese lessons, Kenny needs glasses too.
Hey, I have them. I'm just not wearing them. They're right next to me.
Oh, okay.
So I have an excuse.
So that's what you want for Christmas this year, right? Japanese lessons.
Sunglasses.
No. You know, you're actually half Japanese, so.
No, I'm not.
You should probably go and ask your mom to teach you some Japanese.
Oh.
All right, so that's a restart. I think one of the cars did hit the cone. Well, the lead car must have, so.
This is where all the stress comes right here. Tension and everything.
And that's a big car, too. This is a kind of a narrower chicane that we built because of the course layout, but looks like Gray's car is pretty wide. But that's no excuse because you could drive through it.
With the truck.
At a good pace. At a good pace, yeah, with the truck.
All right, let's go. Here they go. Andrew Gray with the lead. Hayashi following. Andrew Gray initiating real early, coming into outer zone 1, maximizing all the area in outer zone 1, coming into inner clip 1. Hayashi right on his back. Oh, but Hayashi takes it really shallow, while Andrew Gray's all the way in the outside of outer zone 2 and 3. Oh man, that
Oh,
might
man.
that might hurt Hayashi coming in so shallow in outer zone 2.
Okay, Andrew Gray looked like he went all the way on the outside line, and it looked like he was doing a great job. But I think Hayashi got smoked out because look at right here, the smoke producers, and Hayashi is just in the smoke, can't
Yeah.
see nothing, and I think he didn't anticipate.
He
He dove in a little
Yeah.
too early where his line became a little shallow going around outside zone 2. Good job from Gray outside zone 3, and it looks like Gray almost hit the wall on
Oh, right there
the
in the
exit.
He
Yeah.
did actually. He clipped it.
Yeah, so I think Hayashi kind of lost proximity and also lost where he wanted to go to, but he hung in there, you know, driving through the smoke. And guys, I gotta tell you, driving through the smoke is crazy because number one, you can't see nothing, and number two, especially here, you're going across a bridge, there's a concrete wall.
Yes.
You really want to be careful because you don't want to end up like the other car we just saw.
That's true. That is very scary.
And there's so many different techniques where I stuck with the guessing technique when I couldn't see in the smoke. And you know what happened? I didn't do so well, so maybe you shouldn't do that.
There you go.
That's an advice from
Guessing,
from
especially when you're at this, you might as well just play it a little safe, you know.
yeah, but my guesses were wrong all the time, so.
Well, there you go. It was hard for you to learn your lesson early.
Yes.
All right, so now we have Hayashi in the lead while Gray's going to be on the follow or the chase. So let's see what Hayashi's going to throw down for Gray to chase on. Hayashi coming in, early initiation, coming in outer zone 1, maximizing every bit of outer zone 1, kind of an inside clip 1, but Gray's right there at his door. Coming to outer zone 2, definitely throwing a nice lead run. Gray trying to mimic everything he's pushing out. Hayashi coming into inside clip 2, and oh man, Hayashi threw a nice lead run, very
Yes, he
nice
did.
lead run. You can't complain. That was nice. But at the same time though, Gray was right at his rear fender, passenger door. Here you go, here's a replay, maximizing all of it.
Both the cars did a great job filling the outside zone 1. Both the cars glazing around the inside clip 2. And it looks like Andrew Gray did a slightly better job chasing,
Yes.
following the line that
Proximity
Hayashi
was closer, yeah.
Yeah, and Hayashi was going on the outline, and Andrew Gray was slightly in a smaller line, but he was trying to mimic what Hayashi was doing. So I think both the drivers did a great job. Both of the lead runs were super exciting to watch. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Comes into that fine detail of things. But we shall see. Getting a little wind here, but does feel good. So yeah, this is the final run right here of round 2 of the 2020 Formula Drift Series.
See, isn't this crazy? I'm one of the judges, and I don't even know what's going on right now because it's not just my call. It's the other judges making the calls too. So we will have to see, and hopefully we have a winner. Is it going to be Hayashi, or is it going to be Gray, or is it going to be one more time? We will tell you right now
after these commercials.
A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより安心やる。
横浜革新のカーボンベゼル。 ース搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ The brightness call it brilliant Valenti
Quality of Japanese craftsmanship ブリッド
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Ospo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
究極の静かさと安全性オンロードオフロード世界中で活躍するケンダその信頼を支える静音性安定性と対摩耗性世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りでも高品質と納得の価格タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたにケンダ
伝統と革新小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC
The brightness called brilliant blinding and vivid Valenti
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we have some results for you, but welcome back to the final of round 2 here at Okuibuki Street Course for the 2020 Formula Drifts Japan Series here in the Shiga Prefecture.
We already know who the third place is. It is Jin Horino.
Yes.
Great job by Horino. He has never podiumed before, and this is probably his first. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be really, really excited. Car number 17, Jin Horino with Good Ride Team Tops Racing with Project View. And the other two drivers who just fought the final battle.
Is going to be number 100, Andrew Gray with the Lexus RC, and number 73, Hayashi over here with the S15 2J.
So I think we're going to be making the announcement. We came up with decision to pick which one is the winner. It looks like Hayashi was doing some sign language, but from what I can see in the experience, it looks like he was saying something about maybe the sunlight. And yes, tire smoke and sunlight does not mix well because it's pretty much, it just blinds you when you drive through smoke and the sunlight hits it.
And you can see right now, look off those cars, how bright that is.
All right, so the result for the Okuibuki round 2, Formula Drift Japan. Let me go ahead and go over third place. Car number 17, qualifying second, Team West Auto with Good Ride. Oh, I'm sorry. Good Ride Team Tops Racing with Project Mu, Jin Horino. Third place, first time he is on the podium. Congratulations. Very smooth driving all weekend.
Yes, very nice, very nice.
And I want you guys to cheer in front of the camera. This is round 2 of Formula Drift Japan. Winner is car number 100, Andrew Gray. He gets the win in his brand new built Lexus RC, and he kisses the car. I hope he wiped it down before he did that, but congratulations. Great job by Andrew Gray. And the runner-up, second place, is Kazuki Hayashi in the Team West Auto with Good Ride S15. Sylvia, with the 2JZ power plant. He did a great job because he qualified 27, made it all the way up to second place.
That's very impressive right there.
And look at Andrew Gray right here. He looks really, really happy.
And you said that this, like you said, this is a new vehicle for him this year. And already coming into round 2, being able to solidify.
Take the win.
Yeah,
exactly.
take the win.
And you know, a lot of people think that it is very hard to win in a car that has this much power in a smaller track like this, but he proves everybody wrong. He did a great job coming up the hill, and he was very stable leading. His lead runs were killer all the time.
It was.
And he doesn't even budge when he's chasing. So there you go. There's an elbow bump. There his carbon trophy. Congratulations.
Getting handed off by the founder of Formula Drift Japan,
Kazuya Iwata. And there is, what is that?
Is he?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think it's like a food ticket or something.
So he's taking us out to eat then, right?
I think it's from Okuibuki, so if they ever come down to Okuibuki, they get hooked up with some food.
Oh, nice.
So they get to go and actually, it's like they call it glamping in Japan. It's camping, but...
glamping, or is it...
glamping or gramping or something, yeah.
It's not really camping, but it's like...
camping.
Yeah, it's camping.
It's kind of a camping.
I guess you're out of the city, so...
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, congratulations. He looks really, really happy. He got another G-Shock watch.
Oh, there you go.
And look at these cars. They look super clean. And you know what? I love it when they make it to the end. Yeah, I know the battle scars and this and that, but when the car looks like it's in one piece like this, that's pretty cool. That's really awesome.
It is.
And let's go over to the runner-up. Second place, Kazuki Hayashi.
With the S15 2J. Like you said, very impressive, going from 27th in qualifying and climbing up, beating everybody on their tracks pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since he made it onto the podium, so this must be really, really great. A great feeling for him. And there is a price board. And they are taking a picture together.
All sponsored by Good Ride.
Yep, and that is Ryosuke Iwasa, the boxing champion, the world boxing champion right here. They actually came in second, but man, great job.
Yes, getting podium very well.
Oh, I thought he threw a right hook at him right now. It was an elbow.
Good job, good job.
Yeah, great job. And right here, this man, first time on the podium, Jin Horino. He's been in the FD Japan competition for a little while, so he's a veteran. But he made it all the way thanks to his team, Good Ride. Team Tops Racing with Project Mew. Do we see tears in his eyes? No? I don't know,
so.
But yeah, I mean, he must be really, really happy.
But qualifying second and still being able to come all the way down to being a number 3 is really, really good. Really consistent. Shows consistency all the way through.
Yeah, this is great.
Good job.
And that is Chen Chen from Good Ride. So he is in charge of Good Ride in Japan. They are going to be taking a picture. Behind all this hard work, you know, the podium is always a happy place. Like, everybody's just happy.
Exactly.
You know? Other than the guys that are in the pits right now.
But they can't. You can't see the people in the pits, but I guarantee every single one of those teams are jumping for joy, you know, showing that their hard work that they dedicated through this whole 2 days challenge that they had paid off. All right, now we're gonna have Andy give us some words.
Challenge, and I actually blew a diff against Tamagawa, So the team managed to change my depth, get me back out there, but I had to adjust my driving slightly. I wanted to get a bit closer, but the shift up would cost me a bit of proximity. So yeah, we just worked with what we got and got through and done what the judges asked, and lucky got the win. So I'm really happy to get a win with a new car and prove it's got what it takes.
There you go. He's throwing a lot of his credit to his pit guys right there, helping them out, making sure they can get this car ready, squared away to go. Very happy. He looks very happy to solidify this one, especially in this new car, and be able to dial it in this early in the competition. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Definitely probably not that cool down there either with the sun beating down, but yes.
Yeah, so I'm kind of... So let's ask Hayashi. He hasn't been on a podium for a while. Congratulations. How do you feel right now? I'm happy.
負けは決勝まで行けて負けはしたんですけど、まあ2位という結果は率直に嬉しいです。はい、わかりました。近づきます。はい、嬉しいです。
I'm just happy to be able to bring this car this far into the competition, all the way to the finals.
はい。
You should be looking forward to the season because it looks like your team is getting it together. Hopefully I could try hard enough so I can go into the championship race. And we would like to see you on the top spot of the podium. And good luck and congratulations for you for this season. All right, number 3, third place, Jin Horino. You did it. Thank you very much. Tough season. He had an operation on his neck before too, and he made it this far finally. How do you feel?
僕一人の力ではここに来ることができなかったんで、協力していただいている企業、スポンサーの皆さんと、僕のスタッフ、またチームメイト、スポッターに感謝したいと思います。
I wouldn't have been able to make it this far without my sponsors and staff and my team and my spotters. Thank you very much.
A lot of credit to his teammates there.
So we're looking forward to him doing some great things with Good Ride. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Round of applause. Round of applause to these drivers.
Like Robbie said, all these drivers giving credit to the people behind the scenes. That's real key here.
Yes, so when you look at this, at the end, we see the drivers on the podium, and we congratulate them. They are the fighters out there, going through so much to make it to the top spot, into the finals, on the podium. It's really hard, but at the same time, it's always great to hear the team, the drivers, thank their staff, sponsors, fans, spotters. It's not a one-man team. You
It
can't
isn't.
do it by
It isn't
yourself.
out here. Definitely takes more, especially whenever you run into issues, car issues, and you have to hurry up, do a quick fix, and then push it back out, and try to give the same consistency for the driver to actually not have to change too much out of it. So
yeah, and it goes to everything else too. Like, we got to thank the guys out there running around, the staff guy, the guys, you know, picking up the cones.
the track crew, yes, the
track crew and all these guys. Every person out there has something to do with what we're doing. I wouldn't be able to sit here, you wouldn't be able to be there without all these guys doing everything for us. And it goes the same with these drivers on the podium, where they are probably grateful to their family, friends, sponsors,
But
staff,
most
etc.
all, we can't thank the people checking us out online, watching the live stream, because we unfortunately can't have any spectators. So we really do appreciate you guys tuning in.
Of course, thank you so much for joining. I know it's been a long wait. We ran into a couple of technicalities but we got over it. We're able to show you what was going on here. Just imagine, this is such a great thing where many years ago when I started to travel to the US to go to Formula Drift, you couldn't watch this online. And now you get to just turn the TV on or turn the screen on at whatever time you want and be able to check this out. So if you've missed the round, go ahead and go back to the YouTube channels from Formula Drift USA and Formula Drift Japan.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Exactly. But wait, one last thing before we go. What do we have going on again next week?
Oh, I'm going to go out.
Hey, you can still go out. No, you can still go out.
No. So, next weekend is going to be the season opener for the Formula Drift USA 2020 season. Finally, after postponing many of the rounds to next weekend, it's going to be held at St. Louis.
And I know all those drivers in the States are ready to go. They've been holding on for how long? Quite some time.
It's been months.
And then after seeing their skills battle that they did last weekend shows that they're ready to go. These drivers are ready to show you what they got, show you what they got in store for the fans, and give you the entertainment that you want.
Yeah, and also the fans out there, thanks for watching. And you guys, I know you guys are eager to see what's going on in the States. It's very promising. It's going to be very exciting. I'm excited for it to happen.
I am too, very excited. And I'm honored to be here to represent and make sure and commentate for the English side. So it's very fun today, and I appreciate that.
Thank you for having us, guys. This is first time Kenny doing this. Hopefully we'll see him next time as well. Well, before that, hopefully everything goes away. And make sure you stay safe out there, and thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
I know we sound corny here and there, but we're not trying to. You know, we don't want to bore.
We're trying to entertain you. That's the key thing for us. We don't want to bore you and put you guys to sleep. So I appreciate that. Thank you all. Thank you all the fans out there and watching, tuning into us, and listening to us, not muting us the whole time. So appreciate that.
Thank you very, very much.
I am smiling.
We're here in Okuibuki, Shiga Prefecture in Japan. Hope to see you guys real soon. And don't forget to tune in to FD USA St. Louis season opener next weekend.
心配だよね。いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。